Hello and welcome to another episode of 2 Minutes with Tim here on Heavenward Thinking. Today we're continuing on our mini-series of Proverbs. We're going to be looking at Proverbs chapter 2, verses 6 through 8 today, so I'll read it and we'll get right into this week's challenge. For the Lord gives wisdom. From his mouth come knowledge and understanding. He holds success in store for the upright. He is a shield to those whose walk is blameless. For he guards the course of the just and protects the way of his faithful ones. Last week I challenged you to find wisdom by fearing the Lord, seeing that the beginning of wisdom and knowledge comes from the fear of the Lord, and to follow and obey his commands and his guidance for your daily life. We build upon that here in this passage this week in Proverbs chapter 2. We see that the Lord gives wisdom, a common theme that we see over and over, not just in Proverbs, but throughout all the scriptures. We see that from his mouth come knowledge and understanding. So if you and I want to learn anything in this life, if we want to learn how we should live, how we should treat people, how we should interact with those around us, how we should look at all kinds of different aspects of our lives and order our lives properly, well, we should turn to the Lord first and foremost. We shouldn't be going to other people or relying on our own strength to figure out how we should live our lives. We should instead first turn to the Lord, because it's from him that we get wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And then we see it goes further than that. It shows that the Lord holds success in store for the upright, and he is a shield for those whose walk is blameless. If we want to find success in our lives, true success, something that's meaningful in an eternal standard, not just the temporary things of this world, but if we want to find true success, then we need to follow after the Lord, follow after Jesus, and then we can rely on him as a shield if we're living according to his ways. But the key is that we need to be living according to God's ways, that we need to be living a life that reflects Jesus Christ. We need to be following after the Lord and not allowing the world to taint us and distract us and get us off track, but to focus on the path that the Lord has set out for us. Then in verse 8 it says, he guards the course of the just and protects the way of his faithful ones. Again, we can find assurance and security in Jesus Christ if we are following his ways. If we're faithful to him, we can have peace and a calmness that comes in our lives, knowing that he is protecting us, he is guiding us, he's guarding us, he is leading us forward. When we're following after him, we can be at peace with that, we can be assured of that, we can have confidence in, and we can have faith in that. And that's my challenge for you this week, that you would commit your way to the Lord, that you'd seek after him, that you'd walk according to his ways, and then rely on his presence and his shelter and his protection in your life. That's my challenge for you this week, and I hope that you'll join us next time for another episode of 2 Minutes with Tim here on Heavenward Thinking.